G'day guys, Gordon from Blue Tongue Industries. I wanted to show you this Tsunami SoftWash skid, and there's differences, and dealing with businesses existing or currently set up within the SoftWash industry. When they come to us for equipment, we're able to modify, adjust and add components to make their job easier. So I just wanted to highlight some of those. Check out our next couple of builds. So if you like this video, please subscribe. The next two skids we're going to do are different again, with added extras we haven't seen before, or just bits and pieces to make your job easier when you are soft washing and pressure cleaning. Like our previous units, the XXL from Midwest is the brains of the unit. So this particular system has two soaps, water in, chem valve and two soaps. We'll go around the back and have a look at the remote control unit. We have one soap on remote control. An extra 25 meters of hose. So that's our Blue Tongue Industries hose, 5/8, 16 mil, rated at 350 PSI. So you'll see our remote control unit tucked in underneath, and that is controlling the single remote soap valve. So that's going to give you a changeover from chemical application and rinse. And you can see a lot of our other videos where we've highlighted the P40 combination with the XXL manifold from Midwest, and see some of our distance shots. What we have added in the back, and we'll go around the back, is an additional soap valve. So this particular unit has 3 soap tanks, and we'll take a look at that as we go around the back. Summit hose reel, hardcore hose reel. The hardcore is going to take water hose, 19 mil, feeding our beast of a system, and we'll squeeze that when we go around the back. Let's take a look. So you'll notice the differences straight up. So 3 additional soap tanks on this Tsunami skid, and this can be accommodated in all our skids. So this particular customer wanted 3 different components, and we'll talk about those. So on our proportioner from Midwest, we have a single soap which is through remote. So when we hit the remote, we're going to have soap and SH mix onto our building facade or house. When we flick over to a rinse, we're going to then flick over to water to be able to rinse that building or facade. The second soap valve on your proportioner is manually controlled. So the injection of the additional tanks is a manual selection on your proportioning system. The 3-way valve allows selection of soap 2 and soap 3 at the rear here through the manual valve on the proportioner. The system is going to be supplied with a 400 litre water tank. Being quite thirsty, it's running at just under 300 PSI at just under 40 litres a minute. So very, very fast in your operation of your soft washing, building facade, house washing. We've tuckled up the high flow gun, which you'll see on the front, which is one of my favourites, but also the J-rod as added accessories. So we have a 300, 400, 500 pencil jet, and also a 300 mil fan jet in that J-rod. Hudson valves are pretty standard on our water tanks, so that'll allow you to control and monitor and keep that water tank full, being such a thirsty beast. So in our soap tanks on the remote control, we would add 18 and a half litres of water, litre and a half of our house wash mix to that water, and that will be controlled through our remote on our soap application. We can also add, if you haven't seen, some of our magic masking. Fantastic unit. So you'd play around 100 to 200 mils in your soap tank. So that can kill up to a 5% mix of sodium hypochlorite. So very, very effective, fruity bubblegum fragrance. And if you haven't seen any of these particular chemicals, you can see them at bluetongueindustries.com.au. Different in application this. I did mention previously our next skids are going to be different again, so do check out those, and if you like the video, please subscribe and you'll pick up on those as they come through. Also in that soap tank we can add sticky blue. So if you need high grip, we can add 1 litre to 2 litres of sticky blue in our 25 litre soap tank. So that's going to give you longer dwell time, especially if you're doing roofs and wanted to reduce some of your chemical application. If you can get the chemical that you do spray to sit there, That's going to allow longer dwell time. So our remote soap tank will have a combination of house wash. It could have the addition of sticky blue and some of our masking fragrance. The second two tanks will be up to the operator. The second tank will be a neutralizer, and there's different applications and different procedures if you're using this neutralizer, so do follow the instructions in front. And very, very effective, and probably one of our cheapest products, and that can be accompanied into the second soap tank. The third soap tank, what we're going to do, only currently in 20 litres, and that's some of our true blue. So that's some of our heavy duty degreaser. If you're carrying out full restaurant clean service stations, that will be a great add-on for heavy baked up grime, and that's our true blue, and that can be proportioned and added to that third soap tank. Great overview. This thing's going to get some nice warmth where it is going. Let's fire the system up and we'll do some distance shots. Stay tuned. Recap: single soap on remote, and from a chemical rinse to a water, it's as simple as push a button. The second soap is manual selection through the second soap valve, and on this particular model, before we send it to a sunnier place, it was requested that we do have the three-way valve, which is going to allow a manual selection of soap 2 and 3 through our second soap valve, and that's going to be the neutralizer or something heavy like the True Blue degreaser. I'll try not to do a shoulder as I go for a start. That's a bit of tongue-in-cheek there. So our 50 metres of hose, on this particular package we've got another 25 metres. So we've got quite good coverage. And you'll see in some of the other videos, we're only using water, there's no chem. But, so the warehouse is 9 metres. And if we look at that, we're way up above that 9 metres in relation to reach. But quite a punch, but then quite gentle. If we just want to apply chemical and rub close, we can be quite fragile. Fantastic. So all these products and information can be seen on our website at bluetongueindustries.com.au. Hope you've got a little bit from this video that we've just shown you, and do keep an eye out for our next couple of builds, because they're different again, and we've had different requests to get those systems to meet the expectations of those customers. Thanks for watching. So 9 metres to the top of the building. That's with a 500 pencil jet. Probably about 3 or 4 metres over the top. From a distance shot, you can see quite substantial.